How do I get a divorce in Texas? A divorce requires a court order. This means a lawsuit needs to be filed. This is called a petition for divorce. Once the petition is filed, the other spouse must be served with the petition and a citation, which explains that the petition has been filed with the court and that they have a certain amount of time to respond to the lawsuit. Service does not have to require the theatrics you see in movies. In fact, the other spouse can even agree to waive service and just accept the documents informally by signing a waiver of service in front of a notary. What factors make divorce more complicated? The simplest divorces are those in which the couple has no children and minimal or no property. Adding children to the mix creates more issues that the court will need to rule on, including possession and access, support, and decision-making. The same goes for assets and property. More money, more problems. Further, domestic abuse necessitating a protective order will add another layer of issues to be determined by the court. Can I file for divorce in Texas if my spouse or I live in a different state? Yes. To file for a divorce in Texas, either you or your spouse must have lived in the state of Texas for at least the last 6 months before you file. And one of you must reside in the county in which the divorce is filed for at least 90 days before filing. How long will my divorce take? It depends. Generally, any divorce in Texas will take at least 60 days from the date of filing. Keep in mind, this is the absolute shortest amount of time your divorce can take. Nearly every divorce takes longer than this, and many take much, much longer than this. Do I need a lawyer to get a divorce? You do not need a lawyer to get a divorce in Texas. You can proceed representing yourself on what's called a pro se basis. However, consulting with a lawyer and possibly retaining one to represent you may help ease your anxiety about the process and protect the things most dear to you, your children, your finances, and your property. It's a good idea to consult with a lawyer, especially if your divorce may be on the more complicated or contentious side. This is just a brief overview of frequently asked questions about divorce. Lone Star Legal Aid may be able to offer you free assistance with your divorce through our medical legal partnership. Ask your clinic staff for an MLP referral form to see if you qualify for Lone Star Legal Aid's free legal services.